Greetings, Joyce. It's webcast Wednesday night. So, great blessings. I'm going to messages and then go into Q&A. Here we go. And blessings and much healing for the world. All right, take care. Greetings, this is Mother Mary. This is a time of forgiveness. This is this is a time of letting out anger. As you can see, much of it has been boiled within society for decades. And also you're at a crossroads of transformation as you are going into a new era. Yes, where you'll not look at the past ever again the same. You can say in some ways the future is being forced. Well, not necessarily. You're going through a major turning point. It's like you're making a turn that no one ever saw was coming. And much transformation is needed. So there is, just focus on your own energies, of course, and healing to those that need it. Or healing to everyone, you can say. As yes, your nations, your countries are going through a major transformation that has not been in your history books. Has not been seen. Yes, there's some that's similar to the past, and this is much change that's been much needed for such a long time. You'd be surprised how much peace will come out of what you're going through at this time. This is what is going now on in your world was much actually needed. More than you might realize. Let's see. Greetings, Anunnaki. Yes, there is a line in the sand. You are bringing a different transformation into your reality. Even your DNA is shifting as you are looking for your alien realities to come in. You'd be surprised how that door is fully being opened without anyone noticing. It might be the back door. It might not be their front door of revelation, but you're preparing for, a transformation on many different levels. There will be welcomeness to your alien visitors eventually. But first, the mind of the human has to change. Open to anything, you can say. Even if they're not at a humans that are not at a fourth-dimensional level. I mean, everyone has the capability of doing whatever they want. Whereas you have enough chaos as it is. Aliens would just add more to it, but there will be a calm, and then there will be a visitation from them eventually. This is the pathway. You are taking your society currently that does not allow alien energies to be involved, and you're retiring it and adding a new culture to your society. Culture is, as you see, many do their own transformation, wearing different clothes, idea systems. It's not as easy as it sounds, but it is coming in, or you might realize. Blessings from Anunnaki. Greetings to you. We are Saturn beings. You can call me Timekeeper. Yes, our stress on your planet is releasing. Our hold on your planet is not exactly like that, but it is our energy connected to your planet. Basically, Saturn had much to do with your third dimensional reality. We assisted with putting your Earth to sleep. Many planets, but our effect is the heaviest, as we are mostly known for protecting our world from itself, from its people, you can say. And as we are not exactly leaving, but the levels of third dimensional programming is slowly being lifted, as you can see. And when you're unprogramming someone, there might be some chaos there, as you can see. So we assist much in your astral. See, many people know what's happening in astral. They might not know in the physical realms, but a door is open in your astral for an awakening. You're on a different level. So it's like school is out, you can say. The world has graduated from third dimensional programming. Not officially, but much has. We're also here for answer your questions. Whenever you're ready.
Well, greetings, Timekeeper.
Greetings.
Thank you for that message. Thank you again for coming in this evening.
Yes.
First up, we have Logan.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
My first question tonight is, what have I been doing recently in astral?
Looking at yourself differently. Looking at yourself with newer clothes, you can say. Basically, you're seeing yourself more as an adult on this reality. You're giving yourself more knowledge, and basically, you're going to get more of a chance of being yourself. It'll take a couple of years for your astral to really come into this realm, but we just see you as a teacher on this planet. And currently, but mostly in your future, you'll become more connected to it. Your astral is just basically you're several years in the future there. You're preparing for this world. So
cool.
Just leave you with that.
Thank you. My second question is, are there any messages from my guides?
Don't stop doing what you're doing. There's new beginnings coming. Yes, you're going to. You came in this time to, yes, even be a leader when the time is right. Right now, you're just witnessing the world and its transformations. Where those that are around you are assisting in their calmness, but also you'll bring more of an alien vibration in the next few years. Not everything's opening up just yet. People aren't quite ready for it, but as more alien vibrations connect to the Earth, you will get message after message. Sometimes you get overloaded from what we're seeing. Blessings.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Dragon.
Hello, how you doing?
Yes, doing well. Thank you.
Who is this again?
We are from Saturn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I think I'm losing my brain. I had a question. It seems like there's a lot of trickster energies going on right now, like a lot of trickster energy. And it seems like a lot of people are falling for it. A lot of people, and I don't really understand why. Like, you think, fool me once, fool me twice, and it's one of the problems I have with humanity is I don't get it. Like, why don't they see the truth? Why doesn't it stick out as like, this is, I don't know.
Well, yes, the truth is too much for them. They'd rather be entertained. They're used to being entertained, so they'll take the entertainment truth instead.
So how do I cope with that craziness?
Well, yes, because you're kind of kicking. some people in the back, as you can see. Not to force them to do anything, but just give them. They just don't want to see it. They look the other direction. So this is a test on yourself to how much you want to put yourself through this. You want to just let it go and focus on your own world, but it's part of you. Yes, it's part of your hive mind self. Basically, you're used to collectives that see the truth and see it, but this world sees it and looks the other direction. So you're just used to worlds that are a bit more organized. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I see more. I see more skepticism in the when I'm connected into the Gray Collective, and I see people have when they really should be skeptical after being fooled so many times. But all right, cool.
Well, yeah, they forget they get fooled though. They instantly forget.
Convenient.
Right.
The second question I have is I've had some dreams lately that I would consider astral experiences, and I think in some cases I've been like messing around with people that are around me in my life, and actually like maybe tapping into their astral presence and like creating like shared experiences. Is that true? And can you talk about that?
But yes, you're giving them your guidance, but also in some ways you're kind of a trickster in a little ways, not in a negative sense, but you're trying to help them see more clearly through your energy without them knowing that it's you. Help them realize what's happening here on this reality, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does. And I got 2 for the price of 1 because I was wondering if they knew what I was up to or
no.
They didn't. You answered that
it's
question.
Better they don't know. They know that you're around, they have no idea. It's like you're standing there minding your own business, but your vibrations are, oh, wait, did you notice this? Did you notice that? No, I just, that's what's happening.
All right, thanks. Much love.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Emmy.
Hello, how's it going?
Doing well. Yes.
Hi, I just want to know if there's like any general messages for me.
Yes, there's a transition you're going through, as you can see. A lot has to do with soul growth. That's why, certain, directions have not occurred. You're worrying more about yourself. I believe some of that's been told to you already, which can become agonizing. It's like, come on, give me a break here. But there is a new direction coming up. It's just not showing itself clearly. It is fogged out, but it's right in front of you. New endeavors that you're making right now, job-wise, is coming in your direction in a positive way. That's all we can say on that. If that's helpful.
Yay! Do you have any like messages for like my spiritual path, or do you know if like there's like any aliens or angels that want to say something to me specifically?
Archangel Michael, yes, is the energy that is around you daily. You're going through a lot of lessons that he still has to learn himself. And there's yes, realize. Does anybody get a break? No.
I've been feeling my Aries warrior Martian energies more lately.
Yes, that's the build up for change. Yes, it's there for your transformation. Yes. So, yeah, astrally you become stronger. Not that you're weak before, but astrally you're just getting more sophisticated than you have been in the past for your spiritual direction here. It's like all the bridges have been taken down. It's like, now where do I go now? And so you're kind of building your own bridge without noticing it. That makes sense.
Okay.
So
that sounds really great.
Keep going. You're not going to give up anyway, but just keep going. Things will turn around just like that.
Okay. That's always how it happens, like right at the end, and when I have like $5 left in the bank.
Well, that's because, sometimes you have to live on the edge, as you can see.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
I appreciate it. Bye.
Blessings. Thank you. Next, we have Omran.
Hello.
Yes. Greetings.
My first question is there any message from the angel who's named Satchiel?
One moment. They're going through many time traveling energies to the ancient realms, ancient worlds to bring knowledge back with you, knowledge that has been lost within yourself. You feel like knowledge was meant for you in those past lives and never received it. And now you're waiting for it now, or working for it to receive it in this life. Some of it has to do with Babylon, ancient times. Basically, you're like an ancient wizard during your Babylonian incarnations.
Oh, that's cool. Will I even receive those knowledge, or will
Yes.
it just remain?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Gradually, you might not. Yes, just keep looking for it.
Okay. Well, my next question is about I don't know, some kind of experience I had through a dream, where I was somewhere and then someone told me to marry the beast, and I looked for the beast on the other side of a wall, and it was a dragon. And then I looked back and said, "No, I'm not gonna do that." Who was this beast? Was it did it has to do with some hellish queens or something of that
But it has to
kind?
do with knowledge. Yeah, knowledge that I would believe, like the beast is knowledge that kind of disappeared or rejected you that you've been looking for, from what I can see. It's like a marriage of, it's like a connection you're trying to make. There is a being you're looking for. I believe it is the beast. If that makes sense. It's a being that is shy, does not want to be found. But apparently you're getting close for it to be mentioned.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Well,
that's it.
yes, thank you very much. That was it
Yes.
for my questions.
Yes.
Have a good night. Welcome.
Okay, up next we have Colin.
Thank you, Bobby. And greetings, Timekeeper. Thank you for coming in.
Yes, greetings to you.
First question. I've been feeling very lethargic lately, and I got a message last week, more or less saying slow down, and didn't really slow down too much. But on Monday, I noticed when I went out for a ride, my body felt a little bit lighter, a little bit more in shape, a little bit more energy, and I'm wondering what messages around that shift.
Well, yeah. Well, apparently you did slow down enough for you to shift the timeline. There was a lot of astral work that you were doing. It feels like you released a lot of old vibrations, old connections, and you shifted timelines. So you're still working at astral, but you're feeling it less here. So you slowed down enough. It might not have been much, but it was enough.
Okay. Do you know what timelines I disconnected from?
Well, just aggravation energies. A lot of people around you, even those from ancestors, are kind of around you, kind of worried, you can say, bringing their problems to you, from what it seems.
Okay.
Will cause some aggravation, even health issues, from what we're seeing.
Interesting.
So I feel like you just not exactly broke those ties. Once again, it's still going on in astral, but it's just affecting you less here.
Good. Yeah, but really nice. And then am I correct in assuming Timekeeper something to do with times, future, past? Okay.
Saturn,
I've been getting the sense that there's definitely like believing in the calls to Gaia's calls out to Earth and the people coming in, star seeds and all that stuff. And I've been feeling like the preparation, for over 10 years being like really into conspiracies and going a little bit crazy, and then seeing it come to fruition now. My sense is that there's something that's happening after this I guess for lack of a better word, transitional moment.
Mhm.
That is kind of when I'll be called up in an even bigger way than I am now, and I'm wondering if you have any messages on that.
Yes, it's well. Realize also the planets are very connected to your planet, your Earth, and we've been asking for starseed people to come to your planet a lot sooner than they showed up now. Mother Earth's like, no, not yet. No, not yet. It's like, how long do you have to wait?
Oh, interesting.
So, also, it's Saturn's energy we brought time to your planet, but I'm called Timekeeper. So your time itself is even being shifted. So what you're being called to, yes, it will probably be a couple of years for that, for what you're feeling. Even this year, there'll be some kind of understanding of it more. We'll see it more in a couple of years. That's when your alien energies get stronger on your planet. It's mostly the alien connection here. More people are going to understand it. Yes, freaking out in some ways, and looking for a direction.
Yeah. Okay.
That's mostly what it is. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I see it. Blessings. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Stephen.
Hello, Saturn Beings.
Yes. Greetings to you.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you.
Sweet. Much love. Thank you for coming. I was wondering if you can help me with a dream I just had recently. A really, really cool dream. I remember I was with a group of friends and stuff, and we were going around doing, I think, missions and stuff. And I remember for some reason, the Masonic home comes into play. I went there when I was younger, and so it's an entrance underground, but it's like flat, but it's like a diagonal entrance, and it was covered, protected by some type of liquid, I believe water or something. And we had two people that went down in there. I remember they had to go down and enter some type of code or something to get in, and we were kind of worried about them, but they still went. And then while we were waiting for them to come back, there's some girl that was sitting down just watching. I started talking with her, and she looked human, but what's cool is that she had longer arms and longer legs, but everything else was human-like. And we started talking and everything, and then another friend came over and said, "Oh, what are you doing? You letting them down there?" So we decided to go into the entrance, and we get down there. It's like a city-like thing, and they were fine. They started coming down. There's multiple people and rows and stuff down there. It's pretty cool. And then I remember we getting out of there, and I was messing with this girl, and then I said, "Oh, I'm dreaming in the dream." So I was just wondering what information you have on that. Thank you.
Yes, you went to a place that's called, as you call it, the New Earth. See, like you're getting like a peek into it. So you're getting more of an idea of what's to come. But realize there's a New Earth, and there's another one. So you go through different stages. I believe you're at like the third one, when Earth got more advanced than it is currently. And not others. People are looking at level 1, but there's many levels to come, and you kind of went to the higher ones to give you an idea of what's to come. I believe your energy is very much involved with it. That's when you can finally feel like you're more alive, your vibration can connect to the planet even better than now. So that's what we're seeing at this moment.
Yes, awesome. They mentioned that about there's 3 other connections that last channel. I think that's what's connected with.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. Second question is, can you connect with all the energies I have here on Earth, and just see if any of them have met my Palladian energies, or just any energies in general that's helping with this Earth, and any messages from them? Thank you.
Yes, you're like a therapist to some beings that are difficult to release from the planet. Some of them are troll beings, some of them are reptilian beings. Those are like real aggressive energies. And you go and talk to them where others cannot. And just reason with them. Mostly you're just talking to them. Even find them a new home, kind of like a lost puppy in some ways. So you're assisting with many beings finding a new home. As some feel like beings are getting kicked off the planet, but some are actually being gently moved, with kindness, instead of just throwing them out. That's not right. To just kick them off or whatever, or try to get them to leave. But there's a lot of beings here that you're speaking to at this time. You probably feel it. You might get a vision of it. These beings are very large too. Some of them are. So, blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Very cool. Yeah, thank you. Up next, we have Christy.
Greetings, Timekeeper.
Greetings.
So my first question, I was wanting to know what my connection is with Saturn, the occult, and the 33-degree Mason, because my initials are 33.
Yes. You are in the involvement. Realize it's also an alien species. They came here, you can say, to walk the planet or to guide it into another direction. Maybe not a new direction, but it had an agenda. There's a lot of Saturn energies with it. There's many beings connected to it. But yes, I believe you're part of the origins of your Masonic energy, even your Earth's path, but also your Saturn energies. As it was being invented on Saturn for this world. So you're involved with that, but also part of the initiation to bring it to be. How is these things brought about? Because the ideas are made on a different world, and you incarnate to make it happen here. So you're a part of and you made sure that it was going to go in the path that it needed to. Through many incarnations. That's Templar also. Yes.
Templar. Oh, yes. I have ancestors that are the El Cid. He was...
Yes.
And also my cat's name is Kronos.
Well, yes, it's active. It's just a reminders, but also, your DNA, you can say, is even in the 33. It is very much involved with it. It's lessons the Earth needed for its growth, you can say. So, I might not like those lessons, but it was necessary.
And so what is my the higher learning for this involvement for being in the Space Force?
To bring in more enlightenment for its spiritual aspect. It's not very spiritual on the physical, but you're part of more of the higher galactic side of it. Some of the sixth dimension. It goes higher actually, but you're part of basically to allow more, for a spiritual understanding of what the astronauts are going to go through. Because not even astronauts are going to figure out these aliens. So they'll need individuals like yourself and others to understand the spiritual aspects of the aliens that they'll encounter. So,
okay, thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings, thank you. Up next, we have Retro.
Good evening. Hello.
Yes, greetings to you.
Hi. My first question was, I have a Saturn influence in my 4th, 5th house natal chart. I'm wondering what my connection to Saturn would be, or anything Saturn might have to do with this lifetime.
To understand the Earth's chaos, to assist it with it during its process as it goes through it. Basically, on Saturn, you see this Earth. On Saturn, you see the Earth going through many scenarios. Even figure out your incarnation to where you fit in to assist Earth as it goes through these troubles, as it's going through right now. And even in Saturn, you can see the Earth's grid, the control grid on this planet, a lot more clear. As an alien being, many alien beings go to Saturn to understand this world. Not necessarily as an incarnation, but incarnation gives you more of an understanding of how this all works. Many beings from Saturn incarnated here to continue the plan. Many teachers, scientists, etc. Those in higher for education, bankers come from Saturn.
So my incarnation is kind of like an anchor point,
yes.
kind of.
Yeah, to free it.
The what?
To free it from its captivity.
Yeah.
At least this one. Yes, this lifetime. Yeah.
No,
yes, normally you're there to give humanity some air. Because usually it can't breathe because of all the lessons it's going through. It can't breathe, as you know.
Yeah, I can understand that myself.
Exactly. Well, your incarnation, yeah, you've had a lot of missing. You got like all your incarnations you were going to do here, but you changed your mind, so you kind of throw them all in one. That's
Okay.
kind of what's going on right now.
It seems like it's like a lot of loops have to jump. Like
Yes.
there's lots of difficulties.
Yes.
Confusion there. So.
Also to keep you in your location or locations, but to keep you from not moving around too much too, so you can concentrate.
Okay.
But yeah, you're living a lot of lifetimes right now.
What am I meant to be concentrating on at the moment, then?
As you know, direction here for yourself. Yours is a spiritual direction that the world's not quite ready yet. So yes,
Okay.
you'll have a spiritual direction here when humanity start asking questions. Right now, it's kind of avoiding the question. So you'll feel more useful in reality when humanity starts to see itself for what it really is. And you also see it as a rock star here, from what I was saying. Not that you're looking for that, but
no.
you'd
I'm
be
still kind
surprised.
of questioning where I'm going to go, like what direction.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
The world will find you when they need you.
Yeah. The second question was actually there's a lot of like protests and such going on, and a lot of left-leaning moments. Do I have any connections with any of these left-leaning organizations or grassroots organizations in Astral?
Well, yeah, it goes pretty deep. I mean, you knew them as alien beings. That are kind of, some of them are insectoids. Some of them are known to set their own stuff on fire, just to prove a point.
I was almost one of them.
Yes, and I mean you had your ideas at one time too, also, but after a while, it's like this doesn't make any sense. It's like, so we set a fire on our own planet. What's up with that? What was the point of that?
Yeah, I can kind of feel that. So yeah, look, what kind of do I have any like astral roles in astral like connected to like Antifa or anything like that?
Well, right now, just to let them be exposed, let them do what they need to do right now.
Okay.
And you're assisting those that want the truth to find the truth about it. Sometimes you need to let these grassroots beings do what their mistakes, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so they can be called out on it eventually. Stopping them doesn't work.
Yeah, right.
It'll just go down with them. All of a sudden, they feel depressed. So why am I depressed all the time? It's because you're going against. So just let it flow. You're giving knowledge to those that can do something about this in astral, like authorities, police, whatever it is. Yeah, you're doing it, spiritually. Like, oh, finally, look, we found this out about this person. Huh? Wonder how that happened.
So, okay.
So, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you for that. Up next, I have Daria's question. She asked me to read. Her first question: any messages from Titus or any other guide in general on any subject, not unicorns, dragons, fighting, reptilians, etc. She needs something spicy.
Well, it does feel, from what I see from her energy, sometimes she goes backwards and she kind of redoes a timeline to see what she missed. So sometimes she feels like she's not going anywhere, but she's actually going backwards and is looking for details astrally. It's like a mystery around her she's trying to figure out. Not going into details here of what it is, but she's learning more about herself to her role here. So it has a lot to do with her Archon connections here. To sometimes let some Archon beings be noticed. She kind of keeps herself cloaked, so they don't know that she's here. She's watching them, usually. That's why life seems dull at times. She's watching others that are moving things around in this reality. Something like to give you more detail, there's a movie called Dark City. Oh yeah, beings walking around at night, moving things around. She's watching them. They're here too. Similar, not exactly. Something
Very
yes, blessings.
Very interesting. There's like a question. She says, I have the iconic every year birthday today. Happy birthday. But I don't feel the need to celebrate the Kabbalistic ritual with others. Any messages linked to this date?
Well, the Earth is going through a ritual, as you can see. So you can say humanity is kind of going through your birthday right now, as your change that you're looking for is occurring. Might not be exactly what you're looking for, but change. You're looking for some kind of change, and it's happening. So this is kind of like a birthday gift, you can say.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we have James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Yeah, can you tell me more about my Saturn connections, or just any messages from my guides or anything like that?
Yes, you are a teacher on Saturn of the Earth ways, of a lot of the systems that were brought here. And you probably feel, as you more, I'm not sure how much you truly need to connect to it in this life, but you saw the architecture of this world being built on Saturn, how the systems, the schoolings, even the sciences are being brought here from a Saturn point of view. And Saturn did not always, the lifetimes they were hard also. So you kind of, hard lives on Saturn, hard lives on Earth. So you know exactly what you're getting into. So nothing's all peaceful. I mean, it's peaceful there, but there's still hardships to be learned. Kind of prepare you for a world like this. So Saturn is a world that many incarnate to, you kind of have to go to this world or that world to get ready for this world. Saturn is one of them. Blessings.
I see. You tell me more, like the same thing, but about the moon, and also why I feel like kind of crazy around the new moon and full moon.
Yeah, you get your power from the moon. You go through a moon's emotions. Sometimes you want to give it a hug, it seems. You feel the Earth's emotions there, Mother Earth's vibrations too. So as the moon shifts, you shift with it. It's just a bloodline connection, you could say. It's your bloodline connection to the solar system, especially with the moon, because it's like the moon is like your baby, you could say. It's like a child in some regard. You can say you saw it in its infancy as it was being created. Mostly astrally, but they're not saying it in the physical form, probably in the physical, mostly astral energy. It's basically the moon's protecting the Earth. So it's just part of who you are. That's why some things you just know, because you're getting knowledge from the moon, from human consciousness. So blessings.
I see here.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we have Liz.
Greetings.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Greetings.
Greetings. So my question is, are we going to a positive timeline right now with all these changes, all these people releasing all this kind of energy? I
Yes.
sense like healing.
They're releasing
healing.
karma from the Earth's karma, human karma. They're releasing not all of it, but enough for the Earth to transition. So they're going to take it as far as they can. So expect it to get heavy in some areas more than it already is. It's only on certain hot spots. That's where a lot of the control. Notice the big cities, or because those are the areas that control the planet more than you might realize.
Yeah.
So of course they're going to be inflamed.
Yeah. Also, Earth's grid modules, right?
Correct. So yes, it will go into a positive eventually. Yes, but this is needed. It's like a cut that needs to bleed.
Yeah.
It has to bleed. You can't keep it the way it is. There's no world that ever can continue like this. No. It's impossible.
And I'm not sure if it's only psychological that is affecting me, but I feel like that I have to be on guard all the time.
Which is good. It's not physically, but it's more of an astral on guard. Some of it's your instincts too from past incarnations. and worlds you've been to on also, where you just sometimes you had your guard down. It's like, oh, it'll be fine, and then So yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry. It's kind of like being a prepper.
Yeah, I guess.
Just being prepared. It's just an instinct. You feel better if you're ready, if you're just living a regular everyday.
Yeah, but I feel like I have to monitor everything that so we don't come back to the same timeline or something like
Well,
that.
yeah, that's an astral connection, yes. And yeah, you're kind of kicking this way. You're kind of pushing away this old timeline. Yes. It kind of shows your connection to it. Yeah, they can't go into details, but I think you have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's for the collective.
Yeah, it's part of your timeline. Why you're here.
Very good.
Yeah, I don't believe you have to worry about anything on the physical front, but on the astral front, yes, it's very heavy there. This is why you're here. Yes, it's like you're making you're on a big ship making a big turn.
Yeah, in a very very narrow line.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. But I believe in a couple of days you'll feel a bit better. But yeah, you're probably going to feel uneasy until this all blows over.
Mm-hmm.
From what we're seeing, which will be a while from what we're seeing.
I'm glad we are in this together.
Yes. Yes, you'll be safe. So blessings to you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, I have Gina's questions. She asked me to read. Or I believe it's just one. She says, "Hi. I wonder if there are many negative energies hanging around me. It's like I see them fly into my frequency. Considering everything that happens from negative things, I feel I've been bound to hands and feet. My mother is some of the most negative people I've ever known, and we no longer speak when she refuses to answer my call. It's something that doesn't quite match what I'm told, and I've lived with this for a while. And there's also another person involved, but that person dares not talk to me either."
In some ways, I mean, yes, you're connected to the higher astral realms, and it feels like yes, there's a bunch of knives being pointed at you. But you can clear that out. Part of it's also your defense mechanisms, because you feel like some energies are out to get you, and it's very and I believe it's more just beings are trying out to get you. I think that's where most of this is coming from. Beings that you turned away. Your mother's energy is not so fierce, but others, male energies, you kind of said no to, and you feel like their energy is standing right over you. So you can clear that vibration, just send it back. But some energies feel like they own you or things like that. But we'll release over time as you recognize it from that point of view. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. She didn't give a second question if she has any messages.
Yes, for her to heal, there's some guilt energy she's going through too, to release that, forgive herself, and much of this will release. Part of it, she feels like responsible for some of this occurring. It's more of an astral connection. I believe she'll understand it. But a lot of those timelines will heal. Just ask it all to go. Part of her, she's learning from this knowledge too, as she can see. But these are just timelines that are kind of trying to pull her in another direction too, as she knows. So she can just cut those timelines, clear them out. She's in a turning point of herself, as she can see. But she will have a release and be able to think more clearly over time. So, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings, Saturn beings.
Greetings to you.
Saturn has always been my favorite planet, aside from Earth.
Nice.
Yes. My first question is, why have I been so tired these last few days?
Well, it's stress of the Earth. Stress of the Earth. Okay. You're telling the Earth to calm down, or humanity to calm down. But also, it needs to go through what it needs to go through. So it's like, I don't need to be in this physical. I'm just going to go into astral and relax there. As you do what you need to do.
I'll spend all my time there then.
For right now, probably. until you're doing yourself a favor until the coast is clear, you can say.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad about it. It's not. You're needed more in astral, as you can see. You probably feel better there anyway.
Okay, so just relax and yeah, that sounds good.
I don't think you have much choice from what we're seeing. The astral realm. Well, the astral realm's asking for your assistance also. So that's part of it also.
My second question is how this is all going to kind of happen in terms of is this process an individual process for everyone? So, meaning, could I be living in a completely different world than my neighbor, experiencing completely different things as we go forth, and it's completely depending on how in tune I am with myself compared to how much I'm taking from what's around me. Does that question make sense?
Well, yes, you're all going through. Everyone's experiencing something different. But yes, you're more centered, connected to the earth. So yes, you're getting more information from your neighbors of what they're going through. Like I said, sometimes they're taking your advice, sometimes they're not, astrally. So, but yeah, some are taking this. Well, some are pulled into the drama of it, all of the world, and just taking sides and things like that, and not seeing the bigger picture. They don't want to see it. So you offer a bigger insight to what's happening, but many don't want to see it. So that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
You're there to calm the drama, but I mean, the world does not necessarily have to go through what's going through right now, but because of its headstrongness, this is the only way it knows how to learn. You can kick back and relax and allow the aliens to come through, but it's not doing that, is it?
No. I have an impression that my job is just to hang out, stay around, enjoy it, and eventually, as it goes on, I'll have to do something more. But for now, I'm just like,
Well,
relaxing,
many in astral, he was like a commander of to bring positivity. So you bring it in where you can.
Yeah, like here.
They call you in. It's like, okay, now you can. Everything you told us now can start working. But humanity rejects a lot of it, as you know.
Well, because of you. Anyway, yeah. Thank you. Blessings.
There we go. Thank you. Up next, we have Kevin.
Greetings.
Do you have any general messages for me at this moment?
Yes, you're a master of your own time. You're connecting more into your self-manifestation. It might not happen faster manifesting, but you'll get more of a timeline of understanding when things will come. And you're also reimagining who you are, connecting more to your higher spirit energy. We're telling you things you probably already know, but you're actually in astral. You're a lot taller, and yes, you're a leader of many beings. But you came here to see it from the Earth's perspective once again. Yes, you go to the military to see it from the Earth. Go through the military, you feel the minds of that consciousness. So it's an obvious place to incarnate for many.
Yeah, because that's kind of my job right now anyway. So it's kind of like I'm viewing that going on and changing.
Yes.
So, yeah, and it's kind of like an astral. I'm viewing like different fine-tuning elements of the future. It's interesting.
Yeah, you're already in those futures, but yes, your human self is connecting to it from a different perspective.
Yeah. What can you tell me about this like sort of negative, depressing energy that's not mine, but it's like I can snap myself out of it easily, but it's like I'm connecting to something that's saying try to change my path or something. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, we see it from your mother's energy. She's not aware of it, but it's like it's like a overprotective energy.
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it comes from an unknown. It's like, why would that? But it seems like part of her is kind of like, in some ways, jealous of your direction. In some ways, because her life doesn't feel like it's as fulfilled as she'd like it to be. So basically,
Okay.
I mean, to go for more detail, I feel like she'd be happier if she was born a male. That's what we get from her right now. So I don't know if you see it that
Right.
way. But, she just yeah. So yeah, you're healing her depression energy from what we're seeing.
Okay, that sort of makes sense.
One
more quick question.
Life isn't going anywhere, so she'll like it. That's what's happening. Like a midlife crisis. Yep. Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. What about this like letter from work? It's driving me crazy because it's not coming through. It should come in like next week or this week, right?
Is it a positive letter or just a?
Well, I don't know what's in it. Like the letter that's keep waiting. It's not arriving to the destination, but it should come in.
Possibly next week. I don't believe it'll be back from what we're seeing. Possibly, I feel more next week than this week.
Yeah, and that's not something I should worry about, right?
Not really. Saturday or Sunday. I don't think you got anything on Sunday, but Saturday possibly.
Okay.
We're not seeing any work.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing like in the letter that's bad, right?
We're not seeing that. No, just information.
All right.
We're not seeing that. At least at this moment, what we're allowed to see, we're not seeing it.
Okay.
But
all right. Thank you.
Yes, lessons.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we have Marvin.
Greetings, Saturn.
Greetings.
Blessings also. I'm trying to get a visualization, probably what you look like, TK, before I ask my question.
What we look? Well, we look like an old man with a beard.
Okay.
Like an ancient Greek.
Okay. I'm visualizing it. Okay, for my first question, TK, where do you see the timeline with my contact? And I know it's been kind of, I guess, disclosed on what type of race or being that's supposed to be with that contact and stuff. But can you give me a timeline of me making contact with them and why I keep searching back for the past?
Oh, you're healing the past. So you're going to make contact this year. It might not be exactly what you're looking for, but at least it's something. Like a nudge or something like that. Either way, you'll know when you see it, when it happens. It might not be as excited as you're hoping, but at least you know you're on a path of they'll be back. Let's put it that way. They can't visualize, they can't show themselves just yet. But the past are just healing. There's just a lot of stuff you wish you knew back then that you know now. So,
like the certain things that happened to me back then.
Yep.
Okay, for my second question, blessings, TK. For my second question, I'm trying to get a timeline on with this, I guess, friendship that I got going at the job right now and stuff. With this kind of mature, and where do you see the timeline going as for like the future? If I ask to go out or like just get out and about, do you consider that, like, well, from her aspect? I know for me, I'm kind of like spontaneous and forward, but I don't want to see kind of rude or abrupt. But where do you see the timeline? Is it positive or is it going down?
Well, it's good to heal the worry of it, the fear of it, but also it's good to have time, small talk also before you make your initial, small talk you recommend. So you heal the fear and just say how's it going, and heal the nervousness because it's going to be there anyway. But do the best you can.
So, all right, did she kind of sense that and everything?
Yeah,
a
little bit, but she might not think much of it. She probably won't see you trying to like come on to her. She might not see that. Most likely not. I think you're hiding that pretty good.
All right. Do I need to like speed it up or more like just let it be known?
Take your time. Yeah.
Okay, I got you, TK.
There's no rush for anything. If people think there's a rush for anything.
Well, TK, if you see what I'm doing right now and stuff, I appreciate you from a brother aspect.
Yes, you're doing fine. Just you make their first contact with this person and keep it cool, and over time you'll get more looser, more comfortable, and then you can make the move. You can say.
Thank you, TK. You gave me ease. I appreciate you. Can you give me some blessings for tonight?
We'll send you energies. Yes, blessings.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Blessings again. I'm the last one up this evening, so greetings. My question is about music. I like listening to music because it helps getting me into the now moment to focus on like the rhythms and everything that kind of brings me into a Zen zone where I'm able to connect into something that I'm not quite sure of what it is, where it's gotten to the point where I can feel the natural ebb and flow of nature, and I can understand like rhythms of like birds talking to each other or the wind and things like that. And I'm wondering, what am I connecting into, and where is that going to eventually lead me?
Well, this is connecting you to higher astral realms or the higher dimensions. The music that you're hearing, some of those beings, maybe not all of them, or the collective that brought that music here. So it's just remembering home, you can say. You might not remember home, but it's showing that you're getting closer to their energy by listening to that.
Yeah, because there's a frequency, like a vibrational reaction that happens to me, and I think that's the reason why I got into like religion in the beginning, because it was the music. It was creating like that chemical reaction in my body.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's just home connecting with me.
Well, the religion was here to kind of tie you into this world, but now you're being tied out of it. It also shows the music you're listening to now is freeing you from this world. Also, so you can connect more to. It shows like mission accomplished, you could say. So you'll start to see the beings too, where this music came from, and feel the world that it came from, worlds, and feel less of the negativity on this planet too.
All right, very cool. For my second question, it's about your message from earlier about us graduating from Saturn's lessons. Now, with us transitioning, what's going to be Saturn's role going forward in this star system?
Basically, our energy is like to kick humanity out of the third dimension, kind of just to help with the transition to take more responsibility of itself and more higher energies to come in. And you can say it's for Saturn. It was like we kind of approved it for its graduation. You can say like a teacher, it's like, yeah, you got an A, you passed. All right, just let it go.
All right.
For your energies, though, I like to tell you that you probably can connect to this, give you a little more understanding of yourself. On other worlds, even this one, but on other worlds was what we're getting. Yes, you did start many wars that you felt it was necessary. Some of the beings were lazy on those worlds, just like, come on, guys, this is all that's going on. So causing an uprising was necessary. Similar to your Genghis Khan in some regard. I mean, really gave it to him. So this isn't going to be a little thing. This is going to be a big deal. That's another reason why you're tired of war, because you're tired of, trying to, being part of a world and their, maturity. It kind of weighs on you after a while. It's like, it's not my responsibility.
Yeah, it feels kind of heavy in this lifetime here, so I just decided to stay out of it.
Yes, and that's good. Yeah, you need to relax, sit by the pool, and feel the sun energy, and just like, it's not your responsibility anymore. You did what you had to do through those other lifetimes, and now you're giving back more to yourself now. It's a lot of layers that you're releasing. It's not something you can do in just this one lifetime. Not that you have to come back here, but
see, the weird thing is when I got here, I felt like ever since my childhood, I've been groomed for war. The programming, the parental way of being raised.
Correct. That was part of you feel like, do I have to do the same thing here?
Yeah,
that's what that came.
I don't know. Something snapped, and I just didn't want to keep the cycle going.
Exactly. It's like, you don't need that responsibility. You don't need that. It's like, this world's not your problem. It's not your, because once you start a war, sometimes, just like Mussolini, they're kind of like connected to those worlds forever after the things that they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you don't need that. You don't everybody's timelines and them astrally coming to you all the time. It's like, so this world kind of gave you, it's like, okay, now to heal that cycle, because you came from a war planet before this one.
Mm.
And so this is like to kind of change your ways, you can say.
All right, I'm gonna just sit with that a little.
Those wars were necessary. All wars have a reason. I know people have said there's no point to it, but a lot of times there is a point. There's points to everything. They just don't like to hear it. It is part of soul growth of many souls, not once. Just even beings just don't like to learn. They don't like to. They don't want to upgrade or change, depending on the planet, of course.
You try nice, it doesn't. It goes on deaf ears, right?
Exactly. It's like, okay. So.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for helping us. Blessings to you and Saturn.
Blessings to you. Yes, Earth's a transition. It'll become more of a lighter vibration. It will take a couple of years for it, of course, but basically your Earth's is released from the third dimension. It won't happen quickly, but you're going to feel it more and more in the next few years. So new things will come in. It's like, wow, that's very strange. And then more alien energies will become welcoming in slowly, at least the idea of them being here, not necessarily them in the physical, but just more of an alien reality. You're already living in one, it's just the blinders are on. So blessings. Well, that was different. Wasn't expecting that one. All right. Blessings. Guys, later.